What's going on, guys? Okay, Legend Killer 31 here coming at you with the Monday Night Raw review. Okay, kicked off with Teddy Long coming out. It's just saying he was taking over Raw, and anonymous GM chimes in and emails Michael Cole, tells Teddy Long to get out of his ring. Teddy Long was just building up for the bragging rights. Team Smackdown versus Team Raw. The Miz was out, and he calls out Team Raw, which the seventh member of Team Raw is Ezekiel Jackson. Big Zeke! Good to see Big Zeke back, and he's back on Raw. So they go down and they have a little brawl with Team Smackdown, and Team Raw backs off. Miz telling them wait till the pay-per-view, wait for bragging rights. Then Big Show gets on the mat, challenges the Miz to a match later in the night, saying Captain versus Captain. So the Miz accepts. And then after that, we had the Dashing Chosen Ones. Drew McIntyre dashing Cody Rhodes against the Hart Dynasty. It was a good match. David Hart Smith, Tyson Kidd thought they was going to go for the heart attack, but David Hart Smith goes for the sharpshooter, and Drew McIntyre hits the finisher on David Hart Smith to get the win. And you hear my telephone ringing, and it's actually telemarketers. Sorry about that. We don't want no vacuum cleaners. Anyway, and we seen after the match Tyson Kidd backing up to the ramp, and David Hart Smith didn't know what was going on, so WWE's finally breaking this team up, which I don't understand why WWE's breaking up all these tag teams all of a sudden. They don't have that many tag teams in WWE. They only have the Dashing Chosen Ones, the Usos, the Dubusters. You had that random tag team thrown together between Mark Henry and Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne's out for 4 months, I believe it is. So really, it really isn't that many tag teams left in WWE, so WWE needs to start getting some more tag teams put together. But enough about that. Then we had a Randy Orton and John Cena segment backstage. Well, Orton says if Cena got in his way, he was going to kick his head in, and Cena said, yeah, and I'll break your leg. And then we get the match between the 30-second match between Zack Ryder and Goldust. Now, I happen to using Goldust as much as they are now compared to what they was doing with Goldust, which was jack shit. Excuse me for my language there, but I wasn't doing nothing with him until now. But it was just a 30-second match. Why are they letting Zack Ryder draw to all these superstars? I mean, Zack Ryder he's got great wrestling skills. I don't know what's going on there, but and when it was with Kurt Hawkins, before I move on, I'm going to rant a little bit about Zack Ryder being in that 30-second match. Like I said, he's got great wrestling skills. I don't know why WWE's making him job to all these superstars. When it was with Kurt Hawkins, they got a great amount of push when it was with Kurt Hawkins and Edge. Edge imposters, but they got good of a push. But now Hawkins is gone solo, and Zack Ryder is stuck in that lower card level now. So enough about the rant. I'm done. And then we get after that Ted DiBiase attacks Goldust, but Goldust hits his finisher on Ted DiBiase. I forget what Goldust calls that finisher. It was a sick finisher, by the way. But anyway, then we get a Nexus segment, and then Cena was burning Ray Barrett some water, and Ray Barrett just poison on him, and then we get the Vulcans, the PSP boy, backstage playing Smackdown vs. Raw 2011, and we get a mid-show segment there. Then we get on Husky Harris. Then we get the match between Husky Harris, text message. Sorry about that. Keep getting interrupted in this video for some reason. Anyway, then we get the Husky Harris and Michael McGillicuddy, aka Joe Henny, which I'm still calling him Joe Henny. I still don't like that Michael McGillicuddy name, versus the Viper, Randy Orton, and John Cena. Randy Orton and John Cena wins, and after the match, all the Nexus come out. They tell Cena to leave the ring. Cena leaves the ring. They attack Randy Orton. Then they call Cena in the ring. He comes in and was about to do his finishing the FU on Orton because Barrett ordered him to, but then Barrett orders him to hand him over to him, and he hits the race lands on Orton. Just building up to the match at the pay-per-view. Then after that, then we get a Vicky Guerrero promo calling out Dolph Ziggler. Her and Dolph get in the ring, then Daniel Bryan comes out. He does a promo on Dolph Ziggler and challenges him to a match at Bregger Rats, like a Raw champion versus Smackdown champion in a non-title match. So we got that. And after that, we got a big old dance from Daniel Bryan. He busted out his boot till he busted his ass and played it off. Anyway, and then we get on, and the Divas had dumped glitter all over Vicky Guerrero before Daniel Bryan started dancing and busted his ass. Then we get the dreaded Diva match of Lisa Fox versus Natalya. Like I said, there was a chance to go to the bathroom. Natalya wins with a tap out sharpshooter, and then we get Make Your Ears Bleed, Lay Cool doing a promo on Natalya. And then we get, after that, then we get another Teddy Long segment backstage, which the whole roster of Smackdown was just showing passing through. Then we get, after that, then another segment with Ray Barrett and John Cena. Then the main event, which was The Miz versus The Big Show But Teddy Long turns it into a battle royal between Raw and SmackDown. Seeing as SmackDown roster was out at ringside and the whole Raw roster was out. So we got the 20-man or the whole roster battle royal thing. And Edge eliminates Sheamus to win the battle royal for SmackDown. So all in all, Raw was really good last night. I really enjoyed it, except for 2 matches, which was the 32nd match between Goldust and Zack Ryder. Really didn't need to see it. And the Alicia Fox versus Natalya match. But all in all, I will say Raw was good last night. So SmackDown looks to be just as good as last week's SmackDown, as we will see Raw traveling with SmackDown. So guys, it's been it for a Raw review, and like Bragger Rats is looking to be a little interesting. The Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler match should be match of the night, because you're going to have Team Raw, Team SmackDown. That's just going to be a whole disaster. I mean, you got Santino on Team Raw, who I guarantee will be the first one eliminated from Team Raw. And then R-Truth will probably be eliminated. But I'll get to that in my predictions as soon as all the matches are made. I'll get to that. So watch out for that. Watch out for the SmackDown review and the predictions and everything else coming up. Anyway guys, this has been OKO Legend Killer 31, and until next time, peace. I'm soon to be out. I still cannot get over WWE having Zack Ryder job to most of these superstars. He's hardly even won a match. I mean, he might have won 1 or 2, but that's it. And Goldust, in a way, I'm glad to see them using Goldust more. He deserves to be used more than what he was being used as. So maybe we'll get a $1 million championship match between Ted DiBiase and Goldust at Bragger Rats. We'll see where that goes. We'll see how the whole NXT, I'm really not looking forward to it, or watching it tonight on WWE.com. I may just read what happens. The whole Sana and Goldust thing is kind of got NXT a little interesting, but other than that, I'll just read what happens. So again, guys, it's been OKO Legend Killer 31. Peace. I'm out. Catch you for the TNA review and the WWE Superstars review, SmackDown review, Bragger Rats predictions coming up, and Bragger Rats review. Again, guys, this has been OKO Legend Killer 31. Peace. I'm out. It's true. It's damn true. Peace.